Now. Fighting is pointless. Oops!
Battle 1. Fight!
Come on! Impossible! You weakness! Go away! Now's my chance!
You're no match for me. Let's make this quick. See.
Fight!
It's too late. You're violent.
KO.
Do not taste me.
There you
KO.
I found a new one. Lucky me.
Can you beat this old warrior?
A pity.
Good strategy! Ring out.
Hands on your corpse.
Soul Calibur 5.
Alright, y'all, let's get hexing. So, this is a good example of something bad.
Maggots!
That guy's too big. And that guy looks smaller than her, but he is perfect. So, model swapping. Let's create a Tira, as is tradition. And you can take a picture at this point, and you probably should because you can't edit it again. And getting right into the hex, let's open Horizon. Now I'm on a Mac. I'm running a program called, what is it called? VirtualBox. And I have Windows XP installed on there. So we can just find our game, extract the game save, and open it with HXD. Glitch. And then gotta find your game save. Alright, so now we're gonna search for the Tira. And if you don't know how to find it, it's in order. So top to bottom on HXD. This hex file reads just like a book, top to bottom, left to right. So we found Tira, and we're going to go up and just swap the model numbers. This is where the equipment would normally be. But since it's a 1P, 2P, there is no equipment. There's just body code. And right there are the colors. And that whole space with 3 F8s. And the FF00000. That is all color. So when that finally ends, there's that last 3 F8. 000000. Yeah. And then you'll see an FF 0000 FF. And we're just swapping this 23 with Astaroth's 2P model. His body model ID is 12, I guess, and that 01 was for 2P. And we're just changing the voice. We're keeping the slot the same. That is the character slot. So Tira's is 0A. And that 0A right there, right before the 64, that is the, call that the character ID. That is the ID Basically, since that's 0A, it's going to say Tira when you select it. So no matter whose body it is, it's going to say Tira, and that will be good for your stats and stuff. So they're actually accurate. And I figured, just for fun, we'll add Yoshimitsu's colors. Since with 1P, 2P characters, there's just straight up four lines. And you can just Control C for copy. And then Control B right over the other colors. And that is it. Quick fix it. Right click, inject. Hell yeah, we'd like to overwrite it. Done. Close it up. Pop that hard drive in and let's see what it looks like. Now the reason I say it's one of the easier methods is because we didn't have to change any body size, proportion stuff.
Training, start.
And the one on the right is one I made earlier. And you can see they're the same exact size. So let's open that one up in creation mode and just see what happens. Alright, so it reverts back to Tira's body. And it also will reset the voice. So basically, we're left with that Yoshi color scheme that we had.
Here! Kitty kitty!
But other than the colors, everything is Tira. So, if you like how it reverted back, you can keep it. Which is what I'm going to do. So I took a picture. Gotta get it just right. Oh yeah. Alright. 1P, 2P creation method 1. Find an open slot. This time we're going to start with Astaroth's body. And style. And Astaroth, basically. And right now I'm going to show you also how to get Tira's colored 1P weapon. What you want to do is pick a weapon of the character that you can color, and that will open up those color spaces to be altered if you'd like later on. And yeah, I picked one with 3 colors, and I made them hideous, so it should look pretty awesome. Looking good. Alright, so we just made an Astaroth, basically. Let's hex it up. Open Horizon. Extract the game save. And put it in a place where you can find it. And open it up in HXD. Now, I happen to have a character that's called I'm on Fire, so it was pretty easy to find because it's the Astaroth right after that guy. So this is the top of the character. The Astaroth we just made. If you ever hear me or see on the website talk about offsets, it starts back up there at the top. It's a column of zeros, and then a 0, 1. Column of zeros. Next column starts off with a 0, 1, and then there's a 0B in the next column, so that's how you always know. So I copied the entire character into a new file, and since it's all red and that looks hideous, we're going to save it. And first, let's do the weapon and then style. So we started with Astaroth's style, which is 07, and we'll just change that to Tira's. I'm pointing out offset 1069. So Tira's style is 0A, and 09 is her colored 1B weapon. So now if you're anywhere in the file, you go to search, go to, and then you can type in 1069 and you will end up at the character style. But there's also that 7 Ys on the right there, which is very helpful because it's the last group of them. So let's go up. And in this method, there's the top. So we're going to change that to Tira's slot. I'm going to change her voice to Astaroth's because we still want Astaroth's body. Oh, yeah. I do in this example. And change that character ID. And I believe this method requires creation mode, so let's see. No, it doesn't actually. I lied. So that's already Astaroth. 13, it's always going to be 13. 01, 12. And then right after that, you can just hold shift and press down 4 times. And that is the body proportions, which is something we obviously have to fix because Astaroth is huge. And we want to be a legit Tira character. We're going to have to paste her proportions in there. So open up a Tira 3P. And right at the end, all those F's is her body proportions. So that FF000100, that's how you know the end. But you can just go to the end of those F's, hold shift, press it down 4 times, Control C to copy it, and then Control V to paste it into your Astaroth. And that is it. Since this was its own file, I'm going to hit Control A and then Control C to select all and copy, and then Control B to paste onto the save we want it to be in. And we're done, so we're quick fixing and injecting and doing this at lightning speed. And let's see what it looked like. I guess we're starting off in creation mode now. Why not? Oh, what the fuck not? Cool, he's there. Of course he's there. Looking all weird. Now you can see the weapon looks dope. Kinda. Anyways, I ended up taking a picture. Cut a lot out. Save some time. And I'm just going to color his whole body a little gray and just lighten him up a little bit and match him with his weapon. But what we're gonna find out here in the mock battle is that the voice has reset itself. Which is fine if you want it that way. Of course. There is no limits here. But if you want that voice to go back to Astaroth's, you can re-hex it. And just don't go into creation mode ever again, and you'll be fine.
Start.
Now I just want to check and make sure that he's the correct size, which he totally is, even though he looks a little shorter, but damage is dead on. You can see right there. Alright, creation method 2. Start things off by creating a Tira this time. We'll do her 2B, why not? Bird lady. Take a generic picture if you want to do that and just get it over with. Looks horrible, but gets the job done. So, we're extracting the game save and opening it in HXD. Now we just gotta find her. Alright, so we found her and we're gonna go all the way to the top. There it is. Column zeros. 01, 0B. Alright, so we already got Tira's character slot, ID. We just gotta change the voice to Astaroth's. His voice is 12, but his voice effect is CE for some reason. So right after that, all those F's. And then body proportions are good because we're already Tira. So we just gotta change that one bit right there to 12, which is Astaroth's. And I think that's it. This is all pre-recorded, so I totally forgot. That is all it. Come on. Kimi. I think I might be changing the name. Tirabot. Now we can identify her, it, whatever it is. Quick fix it, inject it, and get the hell out of there. Now let's see what it looks like. So with this method, you actually have to go into creation mode first for it to take effect, and then you have to save it. But I'll show you what it looks like if we just try not doing that. It's going to be Tira's body.
Training.
But it will have Astaroth's voice.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Which is totally weird, but you might want it. I don't know. It looks hilarious when you do critical edges.
Damn maggots!
Right? So let's fix that up. And you saw all you have to do is go into creation, and it's like, this is what you wanted, right? And you're like, hell yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's take a picture of it. And I ended up with that piece of crap. And let's try the mock battle. And we're going to find out that the voice has reset itself.
Tear you to pieces.
Now, I found out what was doing this was actually the slot ID. So, what we'll be doing in the next one, I think, is, here we go. Look at that happy face. It's like, dude, I figured it out. We can change the style, and we can change the ID, but if we leave it in Astaroth's slot, it will not change the voice in creation mode, and we can go into creation mode over and over, and everything will stay the same. Yep, that's not his voice. There we go. So I fixed the voice on the last one. But again, you can't go into creation mode or it'll reset it again. And when you weren't looking, I made another tier bot. And this is where I figured it out finally. So it's a Tira already. We're going to change it to Astaroths, which won't take effect until we go into creation mode. And this time, let's set the slot to Astaroths, voice to Astaroth, and we're going to leave that character ID 0A. So it will say Tira, I believe, when we select it, even though it's in Astaroth's slot. So that was a pretty cool thing to finally figure out. Quick fix it, inject it, and let's go. So it should still come out as Tira's body. And that other guy that I chose as second player should be fixed.
Training, start.
Damn maggots!
But as you can see, they are the right size. They are all good.
Damn you!
And he is happy. He's like, yo, I am hooked up.
Damn maggots!
And I'm gonna make you fly. Whee! She's like, super happy for you, one jump. So let's go into creation mode, and by doing this, it should now be Astaroth's body. Blam. And this is when I was surprised. I was surprised. Got his voice. He's super happy. He's like, dude, I got my voice, motherfuckers. So, now you can take a picture, because he's done. Great job. No, seriously though, I ended up with something pretty cool looking. And I left the weapon in the picture. That way, when you get to Astaroth's slot, and you're like, who the hell is this? Well, you won't have to be, because the weapon's in the picture. So these characters should be absolutely identical.
Training, start.
Damn,
One's happy and one's sad.
damn maggots!
There we go. Now you can see they are exactly the same.
Damn,
And We're super excited about that. Whee! 91, that's the right damage. That's the problem, man. All these different sized characters, incorrectly sized characters, created characters, the damage and stuff just goes crazy off. And I will be addressing that in another video. So just to reiterate here, if we go into that Tira bot, the first one, and try to edit it, the voice will reset itself.
Kitty, kitty.
And for this example, it sucks. So we don't want to save that. But for this one, which we're totally psyched on, the voice will be perfect. I don't know about perfect, but you know, it's Astaroth's voice. Which is what we wanted. So let's take a new picture. Oh, you looking good now, boy. So that last one that I just took a picture of, he is in Astaroth's slot, as you will see here. But it does say Tira. That way, your character usage percentages, all your statistics will be right, you know? Even though you're a hacker.
Training. Start.
That about wraps it up for that. Super psyched on that. Alright, so body layering. This is a very cool technique. And very simple. But it is one of those that you cannot go back into creation mode, or there will be nothing, as we will see. So right now I'm just creating 2 Yoshimitsus. And we're going to layer them with Dampier. Just going to take a generic ass picture. It's always fun to take a picture of the clouds. They're so pretty. I mean, it's like a cloud waterfall over there. What's going on? So I'm just going to copy that and then paste it there and take a slightly different picture. Which we don't have to go through the process. There it is. Bam. I don't know what I'm doing. We're all done there. So, load it up. Open up Horizon, extract your game save. I want to make a new folder, call it body layering. And then just open it up in HXD. And then find them. Alright, so I'm going to go pretty far. Here is the beginning of the character. Just like always. And like I said, with the 1P, 2Ps, it's just that little code right there, right after all the colors and empty equipment. So for the first one, we're going to add Dampier on top. So he will be looking a bit more prominent than the Yoshi. Also, I want to mention that this is not a... Don't use these online too much unless you're like playing with friends and you have a good connection, because it will cut down on the frame rate significantly. So this is what we're doing right now is we're adding Dampier, his 2P model apparently. and he is before Yoshimitsu's code. And we're also going to put it in the broken section. And that's really all you have to worry about. There's 2 more sections, but I think they're for people who don't have the compatibility packs. And I'm gonna, let's see, I changed his voice and pitched it up a little. So this is the second Yoshi, and this time we're gonna put Dampierre's body underneath Yoshi. Here's the top of the character. Just scroll down a bit until you see the colors. And then there's the equipment. 3F8. And that's where the equipment begins. Body parts, equipment. There's Yoshi's code. And we're just going to go to the next columns. Next couple. As highlighted. So, same thing as we did above, just this time it's after Yoshi's code. That means that Yoshi will be more prominent this time. A lot more prominent than I had expected, but still pretty funny. And you can do this with any characters. You can even do more than 1 or 2 bodies, I mean. But again, you know, be careful on the line. So let's see what they look like.
Yoshimitsu.
Now, I don't know if anybody likes these, but I think they're freaking dope. And kind of funky.
Training. Start.
So, right now, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn it. Where is Dampierre on that 2P? Well, the first one, you can totally see him, obviously. He's got the hat. And he hurt his foot. See his shoes. Right now, I'm looking around. I'm like, where the hell is Dampierre? Where the hell is that well?
It is I, Yoshi.
Offline, it doesn't create any lag either. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And, like I said, you can't open these up in creation, so I'm just going to show you. Let's walk it right through it. Should just be Yoshi. And you're like, nah, man, I don't want that. Let's get the hell out of there. So, I didn't see any Dampierre when I first played it, so here is a little trick I used to, if I want to break a character and see what they look like broken. I set up a versus battle. Then you can put it to easy unless you're just amazing.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
And I always pick Natsu because I know how to break a bitch with Natsu. And we'll select that Yoshi that we couldn't find Dampierre on. And we'll pick an infinite level just to make sure nobody goes off the side of the level. And here's where I noticed, yo, mustache. We got rings on the hand, we got the purple hand. He's in there. That's pretty cool. I mean, that mustache looks kind of funny, but closes through his mask. And he's got rings on that hand too. The hand is popping through, but barely. Alright, so now let's set character on fire. Set him on fire. So this one is an original creation. The only two characters that can actually be on fire are Cervantes and Nightmare. And that's because they're legendary. They really are. And so I can find this guy easily. We're gonna call him I'm on fire. And you gotta put an exclamation point. I mean, shit. Of course, I didn't know if this would work, so we had to put a question mark as well, but apparently that didn't pop up. So instead of taking a picture of a naked dude, let's take a picture of Glammy Fire. Yep. Finish it. Wait for that little thing to stop blinking. Save it. Get out of there. Put your USB in your computer and extract that file. Open it up. And we look up the guy's name, which was I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Alright, so this is an original creation. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the top. The top. Alright. Nope. Now we're... Alright. Alright, so we found the beginning. And we are going to change everything about this dude. We are going to make him a legit Cervantes. Mostly everything but the body. So first things first. Let's get the right body size. And to do that, we just open up any Cervantes. And just copy his. It's a 1P, so skip that first column. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control C and Control B. Bam, he's the right size. And what do we do next? Derp dum diddly derp. Alright, so we went down and now we are at the body parts. These are male body parts, 02. And you can just cancel them all out. I totally messed this up right here, but basically the code is FF0000FFFF. So that's what I copied. But really, you want to copy that whole 2 columns. And then I just keep hitting Control B until we get rid of everything. And at that point, you're like, that's it, that's everything. Oh wait, there's more. His fucking face. There it is. It's at the end. So, we are going to be making a Patroclus on fire. And to have his full body model in a original creation, we need 00, and then the model, and then 00, 00, 00. And then we also need 0035, 000101. And to set him on fire, we give him Cervantes' legendary model with a 01 before the 1F. And that's just the fire. I don't remember how we found that out. I think I looked at somebody else's at one point, and a lot of this stuff was by accident, to be honest. So, this is what I should have done first. Right now it's in the created characters slot, and that is a stupid created characters voice. So, I'm going to put him in Cervantes slot. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but we're going to do it anyways. Going to give him Patroclus' voice. Got his body, let's give him his voice. And The character ID is all good. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, okay. We're gonna get Patroclus' colors. There, that line right there that I just highlighted. That's how you know the colors are. That's where the colors begin, and you can go all the way down. So this includes hair, skin color, whatever, and then also the color scheme for the costume itself. So I copied all that, and I pasted it in the wrong spot, but it totally works. It should be one column back. Either way, it worked. I mean, you can't tell right now, but it's pre-recorded. I know it worked. Just trust me. So that is Cervantes' style, which is correct already. We're just going to give him his special weapon, 08. Pretty dope looking, like purple sword things. Quick fix it. Inject it. And get the heck out of here. Because who wants to be hanging out? Freaking Windows XP. So let's check them out. Yeah, let's fuck up here. Alright, cool. Random. I'm on fire!
Training, start.
What's wrong?
Hell yeah. Nothing's wrong. He's perfect. Except for his Patroclus.
What's wrong? You're finished.
So now I'm just testing it out and I'm excited. I'm like, yes, it worked.
Ready?
That's awesome.
Ready? Idiot!
And then I love this laugh.
I will show you.
Show her, man. Show her. Alright, so this is the shit. This is making. That's right, making. Now this is making a original annoying character. Their stupid voice and their stupid fucking man faces. Sorry. Into a legitimate fucking actual Soul Calibur V creation. So this is the creative process right here. I sped it up, I think, like 4 times, so if you'd like to actually watch me make this dumb character, feel free. I'm gonna skip it, because I already did it. Well, that was fun. Let's check it out. Watch her kick some ass. And sound annoying. And for some reason the sound isn't synced up. I have no idea why. It's funny, she looks like Natsu, but she don't sound like Natsu. Messed up. Oh yeah. This'll be what? Annoying? So, let's give her a name. Nada. No, it's not it. Kentucky. And I left there, and then I was like, wait a second, take a picture first. Because once you do this, you go back into creation and it will reset some stuff. So get most of the work done in creation mode ahead of time. And that way these edits are done, you know, the character's done. After you hex edit it, it's all good. Extract it and open it up. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Search for Nataki. Now search for Nada. So that's the whole character. First things. Got the slot. Alright, I'm just re-emphasizing there. But that is the beginning of the character. So 20 is the created character slot. We're going to change that to Natsu's eventually. So 37 is her voice. 14, that's her character slot ID. Now we're going to change the body proportions, which are actually different than Natsu's proportions, even though I selected all the defaults. So there's Natsu's 1, 2, 3, 4. Control C, Control B, and bam. That's what the B is for. No, it's for paste over or something. And we don't, or I don't want to change much here. So we're looking for the 3 F8s, and below that is the body parts and equipment. And that, I just selected the entire non-broken section, so we're going to change her face so that it's actually Natsu's face. And that is under the character-specific section of the website. And since I don't want her to break, I copy the whole non-broken section and just paste the entire thing into the broken section. And then I realized I want to get rid of that stupid underwear she had on too. So to do that, I'm going to put a 0E at the, I believe that's, I think we're just doing upper breast and lower breast here. So 0E01 and then 0F06. And since I copied and pasted that whole thing, I'm just going to do it again in the broken section. Because if you don't, I believe that part of her body will just disappear if she breaks. And I think that's it. Hell yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. Quick visit. Inject. And get the fuck out of there.
Welcome back to the stage.
So let's see how she matches up with an actual Natsu. Because she is now an actual Natsu. And to speed that up, I was a little slow at the time.
Man, what a
There she is. She's a mess, but she is legit.
Battle 1.
And she's gonna whoop her own ass. Woohoo! She's super psyched.
Battle 2. Fight.
What do you think you're doing, computer? You stupid. Oh shit, I missed. Oh, she's talking about a shot? No, she didn't. Yeah. Oh, slap, slap. Oh, no, you did not. Stab, stab.
KO.
Cartwheel.
Even when
No hands.
3. Fight.
Habaki. Woo, woo, woo. Big on, motherfucker. So much cooler than you.
Victory belongs to the last one standing.
So that's it. That is how you do a legit original creation into fucking Soul Calibur 5 person. And that's about it, people.
Obey me, mortal, or feel my wrath.
Hope you learned something. And we're gonna take things out here with a showcase of one of my friends, Sharellee. She has a whole bunch of dope creations, and these are all hers. So, thanks for watching.
How many more should I send to the grave today? Seriously?
KO.
Oh God, this can't be my fault. Man, what a drag.
KO.
Let's get serious. That wasn't bad. Not great, but hey. Resolve is measured by results.
KO.
You were courageous, a worthy foe.
In me, place all of your trust.
Can you beat this, old warrior?
Obey me.
Good strategy! Ring out.
The world is mine to purify.
I swear on my name, I will prevail! Ready! Apologies!
You're no ordinary fighter.
Where's your passion? Fight like you mean it! In the moon, I see everything. You're not worthy. Time for bed. Sleep forever. You possess great strength, but nothing else.
Shut up and die!
I'm sorry! I'm sorry.
KO.
Do me a favor. Scream for me a little more. No going back now. Go away! Such a strong soul. Such a pretty soul. And it's all yours.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this fight started.
Behold, I will lead you to the truth.
Obey.
KO.
You meet all sorts of interesting people outside the palace. Man, what a drag.
Perfect.
That didn't suck. Shut up and die!
Your way! Damn it!
It's too late. That was your best? What a waste.
Resolve is measured by results.
Damn maggots!
People's hearts! In me, place all of your trust. I warn you,